How about now? Hmm. Hmm. Did I mute myself again? I muted myself again. Oh, this is kind of neat. My camera wants to keep trying to do the autofocus thing. Yeah, I keep pushing the mute button on my microphone. Yep, there it is. There's sound. All right, so that works. Don't need that running, so I'm gonna go back to my studio. Huh. So how's you guys' day going? Use this, guys. I'm gonna be coming on live in 2 or 3 hours with Groovy Lava Squirrel Medic and his daughter Magma Monkey to discuss, talk, and eat swamp sauce, which I'm definitely gonna have to close my shades so that it doesn't darken me up so much. Oh, this is neat! Yay! I figured it out. uh, it's been an interesting morning. I hope there's no lag. That would make this more of a pain than anything. I'm actually gonna get. I've got a picture for the thumbnail already, kind of, but I'm gonna have to get with Bob and find out what his thoughts are on time, because he's gonna get his daughter at 4 o'clock, which is 3 my time, and then what's up, half? So he's going to be picking up his daughter. We're going to be test driving, and I think he said he's getting Taco Bell. But doing homemade tacos, I'm not liking that autofocus. It's probably too bright. Yeah, that's a little better. I don't like that. That bothers me. What am I going to do? Good seeing you too, sir. Yeah, I'm going to have to put something back there. Yes, I am, Luther. Just trying to figure this whole thing out because I've never run it, so I've never gotten to have all the bells and whistles going on. If you guys follow Nuke, you might want to go over check out their website. Stuart Tarnas is going to be doing the 5. He's going to attempt to do 5 of the UK Chili Queen's new Chug Challenge. Actually, maybe subscription. Is it starting soon? Oh, that's Spice and Easy. Well, maybe how does this work? So if I do this and I share, yeah, I understand. It's easier with 2 monitors. Thank you. Share. Yay. Okay. So that's supposed to be happening here shortly. So that's going to be an interesting thing if he can get 5 of those things down. I've got 2 of the new Chili Queen ones, but I guess V3 is supposed to be coming out soon, and that's going to be like a blueberry one. I think is what they did to try and get the flavor.
Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Peekaboo, guys. We should have done this one. Sorry, honestly. Anyway, we're going to get back to what we're actually doing. Stuart Tarnas, this guy here, decided he wanted to do Chili Queen Chug. He didn't do 1, he did 2.
Yeah. Wow. I agree with you completely that new one looks brutal. 5.
He would like to push himself and see how many he can actually do. See his little soldiers lined up in front of him. You know what he's up to.
So this is going to take him. So it's you chug it, and it's a 4-minute wait afterburn.
See what you could do. And then this guy here, the Silver Surfer.
Oh my! That is a lot of pain sitting right there in front of those guys.
Yeah, it is.
The suspense of what's actually physically in those bottles.
Yeah.
I'm almost terrified.
So there you go, Tracy hasn't done these yet, so he is quite terrified. Well, as you know, comes to something as big as this, I have a wingman. So we're going to bring him in.
So they have.
Colin.
So what's this? This is. What's this? No, I don't want to edit.
So you guys, you know that there is a new disclaimer that you must read out whenever you do a legal fire challenge to make it verified.
So this is pretty neat.
Let Stu go first because he's on the top.
Oh, these guys are they're in for either a long night. A long night. Because I don't care if you even boot that back out. That gets in your system quick. And as Justin from Harmon Heat has so eloquently put it, they'll have the burning fire hose later. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to turn my light on too.
We're definitely trying for the multiples thereof today, aren't we?
That's just gonna be
Find out.
brutal.
That's what it is. We all wanted to find out. Now this thing here is not the easiest of products that we've seen before.
No, I mean,
Neil, did you order this?
This one has extract in it.
This one's stepped up. It comes with a cool collector's card, by the way, guys.
They come glossy, they come flat, and they now come with a yellow antiquated edge on them, which I don't have one of those. That's okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well,
So,
It's-
Colin's going to bring up his timer.
definitely a try thing.
There you go.
What we
I'm-
will do to make
I'm
sure-
going to try it. I actually have it here already.
What is your timer?
I've just been putting it off. I might do it this weekend, actually.
Zero back to zero.
And that is it.
I don't think they're sold out yet. In fact, I think they got a whole batch of new collectible cards where they're vintage.
Can we start pouring our next one at like 3 minutes?
Anytime you like, yeah.
Okay.
I see no reason why you can't, as long as you don't drink it during that time.
Correct. So if you'd like to give your first bottle a shake.
Copyright, people, copyright. That is a good point. You can't sing it well. You can sing it, you can't sing it well.
See, looks brilliant there.
That looks good to me.
Still in stock. So-
Make sure your little one doesn't get it on his.
You should be able good to go. It still looks like that's in stock. Hi D Nice.
Singing along with us there.
Wanted to I told Stu that I was going to the Stewart's this one up top here. I told him that I was gonna watch him
Glad I'm not one.
on the stream do those 5 chugs or attempt the 5 chugs. Oh yeah, the Killer Queen's got extract in it.
We do, it makes it easier to get out of the bottles rather than having to look. You can just breathe.
Hi D Nice.
Random Hato, otherwise known as Alex. So best of luck, chat.
Oh, yeah, we can talk.
Are you ready, guys?
Yeah.
I'm going to give you.
Go.
Colin will give you a countdown.
3, 2, 1, go. Wait a minute, I should be doing that after the.
Oh yeah.
Quick reset and restart the timer. That's it. Remember, 4-minute burn time starts. That's the one.
Sorry about that, guys.
Perfect. Gives
You're gonna start seeing.
Last little rigs out to make sure you got it on.
Oh, good seeing you too. We're gonna start seeing some facial changes here, and
Because Stu sits there,
people are gonna start bouncing around.
like a poker player. And you've got Tracy that also sits there. He just gets into that little breathing zone.
It's actually not as bad as I thought it was going to be.
Give it a second, buddy. Can you guys hear the sound from the stream?
It's got excellent flavor compared to the Jug 2. It tastes so much better. There's a good garlic flavor to it. I like it.
Oh, it only takes me about 45 minutes to get the smoker going and to where I can throw those chicken wings on.
Any specific food?
No, just more as an additive to spice up the dish.
Fair enough.
You can pour that one if you wish to, Stu.
How's that?
Chili Smacker, this one was made by Badger, I believe. No, it was the Chili Project. Rick Saunders of the Chili Project.
All right, after pouring my second one.
I just didn't want to blast you guys out with the volume.
It's empty.
Tracy's got the hiccups.
Sorry, I'm not mate.
Fire Steak. Where is Fire Steak? He should
Coming
be
up
here.
to 2 minutes now. There you go. You're halfway through your burn time.
This guy down here in the bottom left-hand corner with the red jacket on is he actually goes through and reviews the challenges.
I did too.
You did too.
He did
Little bottles when they're empty, you wash them out. And you fill them full of water and put different coloured food colourings in them. They look hellish on a shelf. You know, we're having pictures of the Queen on.
We'll try it and get a photo.
Yeah, go for it.
Chili Project here.
Hi, Chili Project.
Play with the other bit, mate.
oh, and there's League of Fire. Wow.
Tyrion.
Hi, Tyrion.
Tyrion,
My little mate.
Tyrion. That was said hello.
Glenn Dervish is in. Even and Foggy. Hi, Tyrion. You nearly come up to the end of your 4 minutes.
Yep, you got 40 seconds left.
Handling it well there, Tracy.
Hey, Nicholas.
Yeah, I'm sweating though.
So the burn did increase.
Well, it's because it's coming off my speaker that's right here, right next to
Yeah,
the.
the mouth burn is manageable. Knock on wood, I don't have any pain in the gut yet.
15 seconds.
Don't want to push too many. There's so much junk on my desk.
Gonna pause it on 4 minutes.
Yep. 3, 2, 1. There we go.
Yeah,
Ready for the
take
next
the
one?
next shot.
There we go.
Go on then.
You ready?
Go for it.
Oh.
Both cleared. Start the timer.
There we go.
Foggy says you're making it look easy.
Definitely doing well so far.
Tracy's putting herself back in that zen zone.
Shahina shouting, chop, 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 chop.
Seal on the third bottle's looking good.
2 down. So he's already got to where he's been before. He's about to go where no man has been before.
I can be quite boisterous as well, Hef.
I hope to go there with him.
Food Sports TV says, "Howdy, you absolute beasts." Food Sports TV, I believe, is part of the British Eating League.
You can almost see the look of concern, the brows furrowing.
Kaylee Chaos says, "You're doing awesome there, lads."
Cheers, mate.
Stuart set his next bottle up ready.
I think one thing I do
Alex Bean
wish.
says he thinks Stuart's collecting a full deck of 52.
Quite possible if you keep going at this rate.
Wow.
Adele under New Chili Head states, "Proud of you both. This is epic."
And you're just coming up to your halfway mark again. There you are. That's a
Oh.
6 minutes burn you've had so far. Yes, the whole deck is Queen of Hearts, apparently. Thanks, Martin.
What level would you put the burn at now, Tracy?
Mouth burn.
So, UK Chili Queen says, "Ask Tracy, is this harder than Chug 2?
No,
Definitely.
No.
It's not harder than the Chug 2.
not yet.
Not yet.
I'm honestly surprised given the ingredients.
Me too.
I think it's a different kind of burn. The Chug 2 was more,
Yeah.
it was a chocolate scorpion, so a lot of people's
Yeah, and I
stomach
had those
rejected
chocolate
that.
scorpions, and those were quite lethal still.
Stephen Dixon says, "Tracy is showing mind over matter."
I think that's what a lot of this is. It's mind over matter.
Yeah, I was not a fan of the taste of the chocolate scorpions either.
Yeah, in
And
your
there's
last
no
minute.
way they're not suffering, but they're not showing it.
Burning. My poker face.
Shahina says, "Has Stu done Chug 2?
I have, yeah, I've done so.
He has, yeah. He did 2 of those.
I have watched that as well.
Oh, and you've got
Alex
Just
is
over
asking,
20 seconds
"What
left.
it tastes like?"
I think the taste is what people
I agree
are
completely.
trying to work right now. It's Tracy's sweating a lot off this one.
you ready? 3, 2, 1,
Let's go, yeah.
and take your next
Go.
one.
Take your next chug, guys.
Good luck, Stu.
Well done, Tracy.
Good, bud.
All right, guys.
Start the timer. Well done, Tracy. It was good to see you, mate.
Yep, well done.
Just going to pop Tracy out there.
One's impressive to me, so
Well done to come in there out of nowhere and do 2. We all know what his tolerance level is like.
you might want to put it back to the previous setup.
Yeah,
I'm
because
going
it's
to
not
set
missing the
that
time now.
back to, yeah, do like that.
Cheers.
And then what I'm going to do, since you're more important than me right now, is I'm going to put you up there.
Okay.
I like that little Stu sandwich.
This is kind of neat.
When
Yeah, just add
Tracy's
a bit of
okay.
sauce. You can turn your old stew into curry and put that in a sandwich. It's always a good one.
So, right now, Stu, you are currently the record holder of consuming 3 of these things.
Not beaten 3 yet, though. Still has 3 minutes to go on that.
I agree.
UK Chili Queen says, which does Stu think's harder?
Which one would you think was harder, Stu?
The new,
This one.
this Chewy's doing
This
now.
one, I thought so as well.
The other one. Crazy Ann in the house.
Yay, Crazy Ann. I believe she's in Texas.
No,
It's
she's
hard to tell because she's not from there.
Struggling on
No.
the third one.
I think she's from Norway. I'm not 100% sure.
So, for my own interest, how do you think the first one compared to this? Have you tried that one?
I haven't done the first one.
Fair enough.
He's done the Chug 2 and the Queen's
I
Chug.
wanted the first one, but they were sold out.
I think the thing with the first one for me was it was instantly there. There was no delay on the heat on that one. How's the burn on this? Is it right away or does it build?
James Nixon says, imagine if this Chug was the size of Chug 2. Funny that.
Doing
The size
great
what
there.
I've got.
Doing great there, Stu. Just hold on steady.
Oh,
Getting past the halfway mark on this one.
he is riding a wave right now.
Control your breathing and find that happy place.
It is officially destroying his stomach.
Stephen Dixon says he wonders who's going to be the first person to do Chug 2, followed by Killer Queen.
That's insane.
Why?
Hi,
They
Bill
both-
Joe, the Lotchman Specialist.
Sorry. Go ahead.
I was just speaking to somebody in the room.
Just what I was saying was basically doing 2 of these. It's maybe it's twice the burn, but it's the same burn still. Whereas if you have the 2 followed by this, it's going to be 2 completely different burns hitting you at once, essentially.
Your main problem with this one is where the Chug 2 was mainly just the fact that you were battling with the Reaper, the chocolate scorpion pods, which reacts to a lot of people's stomach. This one is actually quite heavy in extract. As you notice with Tracy, his temperature shot up immediately, even though he didn't feel much burn in his mouth. His temperature rocketed.
That third one's not good.
The extract.
The third one's not
You've got 30 seconds.
3.
I was on the floor shortly
Amazing
after
last
doing
First to do 2. First
my
to do 3.
V2 chug. That was the first thing to first one that ever put me down.
You have to read Alex's comments because there's big words in it that I don't know that big and good.
Stu is currently wondering if he will set off a Geiger counter after this. A
3,
Geiger counter is
2,
used for
1. You can go for your next one now, if you want.
that's what you use for volcanoes and seismic activity.
Oh, well done.
Well done there, Stu. That was
So you've
3.
succeeded 3. That is an amazing accomplishment.
That is.
And
It'd be great to see if somebody else can.
well done.
Is that my 4 minutes up, yeah?
That's your 4 minutes up. Yeah, grab your milk, grab whatever you need.
Oh,
Well done for getting the 3 of them in there. That is designed to be extremely hard. So
Massive
That's
respect,
really
Joe.
good, lad. But
Absolutely.
if I'm going to be sick, I think I'm going to have to go off in a second to be fair.
that is
I'll let
just
you jump off and go and enjoy your milk.
rough.
Cheers.
So
So, see you later there, Stu. Stuart Tarnas. First to do 2, first to do 3. Will he be the first to do 4? We don't know.
Who knows indeed?
only the
Colin
shadow
Frost,
knows.
Spice Freak. We'll get that right. There we go.
Yeah, I'm on this side this time. Wait. No, I can't do it either.
Yeah, we both suffer with this left and right
Yeah.
thing on
This
YouTube, on StreamYard. But
Uh-oh.
that's him. No, that isn't. That's him.
Oh, that's crazy. So has anyone else used StreamYard before? So is this the link I have to send? Get people to come up? One that's up in the rigging? The chug challenge would be difficult, might be wrong. The chug challenges are difficult. It's more because of they're gut bombs, because there's really no way to protect yourself all too well from it, because it just coats. And my dog is snoring in the background. Oh, focus. I want his life. Eat, sleep all day. Yeah, I've been on them. This is the first time I've ever actually hit. Well, I only showed you that side. This side over here is a mess. A random plate, bunch of stickers and business cards, and I just took my coffee, but just before I went live with this, I took my coffee cup to into the kitchen. But my coffee pot is actually, it's a carafe, so I would I'm not sure, check with Matt Tangent, because it's they are trying, I believe November is the trying to get everyone switched around to actually saying that disclaimer. So at any time that I've been bringing or doing a challenge, I actually printed it off and I have it somewhere. It's been, oh, there it is. I actually have it printed off so that I can say it for verbatim. So yeah, it's I have a feeling some knucklehead. Oh.
What's up, Joey?
What's going on?
Good to see you, my brother. I felt in the spirit for today. Sorry,
Great.
doing something. Figured I'd pop in and say hello.
Yeah, this is a whole new. I got to figure out a desk or a lift of some sort so that I can. But I mean, that's going to put it here. So I mean, I've got one of those L-shaped desks, and when I did that, the hamburgers with Phil.
Oh yeah. Great video, by the way. I don't know how you guys did that. I was gonna do it, and I'm like, the only thing that stopped me was I was like, there's no way that I'm gonna like work off 9 cheeseburgers worth of carbs because that's why I look the way I look. But was super cool, man. You guys did a great job. And I loved Luther's because Luther was just kind of like very cool about it and chill, and he didn't do it but didn't really care and was like, it was fantastic, man. You guys are great, man. You guys are awesome.
That was definitely a lot of food. I could not get the ninth one. I got through 8, but I couldn't get the 9th one.
No, it's okay. All right, it's getting tough to breathe in here, so I'll just go back to my normal.
Right.
Sorry about that. Good to see you, though, Joe. It's the first time I think we've been on camera together. I know we've been in touch a lot through Instagram and stuff like that, but it's cool to finally see you. Yeah.
I've been down in the chat while you and Katie.
Yes.
So
it's I usually have a free range mustache, but with them having to wear a mask at work all day, it's not conducive to keeping it trained. And I'm off today, so I'm just feeling lazy. So
right, yeah. Well, I'm letting this grow back after I shave for.
No, it looks good. It looks good, man.
This is 2 weeks of growth.
Is it really? This is about 6 months. So just kind of let you know.
Yeah, it's slow growing in. Yeah, I haven't shaved since.
No, that's fine. That's fine. But yeah, man, you guys are amazing. I look at some of the stuff you guys do, and I'm, again, rather new to the whole hot stuff eating videos, but I love seeing you guys. You guys know what you're talking about. You know what you're doing. You're very educated on the subjects. You guys do your research. Joe, you're a beast, dude. You're a beast. I mean, it was on Katie's tincture stream with Jerry J, I believe, and Jerry called Luther out, and Luther was just like, "Yo, what's up?" Bong, and hit that eyedropper like it was nothing, and I was "Huh." Fair enough. But you guys do an amazing job. I'm hoping one of these days I can be as amazing as some of you guys.
I found some. I actually have some fresh pods with some tincture coming in the mail from Florida.
Right on. Are you going to be doing a video on that as well?
Yeah, the tinctures. I've never had the tincture before.
Me either. I got some coming from Neil, because he is absolutely amazing and a really cool dude. And like I said, I watched that video last night because I remember the other day I was asking you about the tinctures, and you kind of like let me, because I was very unfamiliar with them. You kind of gave me a lowdown on what they were and what the difference between extracts were. And then I watched Neil's video last night, and I was like, oh, this is crazy. So yeah. I should have those on Monday. So I'm really, really excited to try those out. I will absolutely be doing a video on those. And you and I believe, share a little something in common of the Apollo hot sauce, which I'm very much looking forward to. I love collabing with people. I love meeting new people. I've met a lot of really awesome people again. Sorry to talk so much, but it's the beer.
Oh, no, it's quite all right.
Met a lot of phenomenal people through the hot stuff videos, and very small channel. I know you know what that's like, but you got a recent boom too.
Yeah,
which is fantastic. Congratulations. That's absolutely phenomenal.
Yeah, I was on Everything Spicy's live stream.
Yes.
And
yes.
He shouted out. He's like, "Oh, go here!" And I'm like, I went from. I mean, I've gotten what is it at? I think it was almost 60 in the last month.
Yeah, and that's fantastic, man. Especially since YouTube
65
for smaller channels is a tough place. It's a very tough place. The way it seems is like if you're not a major celebrity or a major network, or you have like a whole butt ton of subscribers, you're really not going to get the kind of recognition that you would have back in the day, back in the golden days of YouTube.
Right. Yeah.
But it's awesome to see. It's awesome to see that people are still persevering.
Oh yeah.
Against the digital odds.
Well,
and that people are still cool to each other.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's what I like about it too. But I mean, honestly, the only reason I started even put anything on here, I think my very first video was the Death Nut Challenge, and I posted that because my brother-in-law wanted to have video proof, because he lives 4.5 hours away. He wanted video proof that I actually did the challenge.
he didn't believe you'd do that?
Oh no, he knew I'd do it, but he wanted to watch.
He just wanted to see the reaction. Mine was, I went from, so a buddy of mine owns Old Saratoga Spice Rub Company, which here in upstate New York. I live in Clifton Park, New York, which is about 20 minutes north of Albany, the capital of New York. He had this one called OKMFer, and it was like our killer monster fire recipe, and it had ghost pepper in it. So it was pretty hot. But back in the day, like I want to say even like 2 years ago, I couldn't take spicy stuff. Absolutely would frown upon like Diablo sauce at Taco Bell.
Oh, right.
And now look at me. Right. But he's actually, Katie and I are going to be doing a review video on, there's 6 different spices that he's given us. I believe it's good. That video is going to go up the 21st. We're going to do a live stream on that. And like I said, I know you and I have our own video that collab that we're doing aside from this one, which again, thank you for having me on. This is phenomenal.
Oh yeah, no, it's free range.
It is. No, it was, and that's really cool. I think that's awesome that it's just like, hey, anybody that wants to pop in and say hello, I got nothing else going on, so I'm more than happy to talk to you.
Yeah. I wanted to get this thing all squared away and figured out how to get it up and going, and I mean,
it's fairly. You're talking about StreamYard, yeah?
Yeah, it's fairly straightforward, but I've never seen the operator side of it. I mean, there's banners and color boards and private chat and settings, and
Yeah, it was the first time I had ever used StreamYard. I'd never even heard of it, and it was on Katie and I's Peanut Brutal Challenge. And it was going up on my channel, so I was like, okay, so no pressure. And I had to shoot the video like I came home from work and literally like came home, got changed, sat down, and was like, okay, now I have to learn how to do this. And the thing, and I'm an idiot, so I was glad that it was fairly user friendly. I like the fact that it's better than Zoom. As far as connection wise goes, I heard a lot of negative things about Zoom with doing videos like this where there would be connectivity issues or, you know, what have you. So StreamYard is pretty cool. Again, really cool to see just people doing stuff. This is great. And it's neat seeing you not against the flat screen TV with all your trophies in the back.
Oh yeah, that's just right there.
Joe, I meant to tell you, I found a friend, a coworker, believe it or not, that is willing to eat spicy shit with me. Literally the only person I know outside of my youngest brother who lives in South Carolina. So,
right. Well, yeah, it's there's no one in my family that likes spicy stuff like I do.
well, I'm always happy to eat hot stuff and hurt myself with and for you, buddy.
Oh,
So,
outstanding. Oh, Lone Star Cruise here.
right on.
What's going
Lone
on?
Star. I'm familiar with Lone Star. What's up, Lone Star?
Joe W. Life Adventures popped in, and James Bernard. That's just the F word. Oh, I'm assuming. Oh, yeah.
Oh, sorry. I apologize.
Oh no,
I
no.
have a filthy mouth. I try to hold back as much as I can.
I was reading Denise. Oh, none of my all of
Be
my.
nice.
Be nice.
Be nice. And Aaron.
Aaron.
Aaron. I knew that was a Key and Peele thing. I'm like, that's fantastic. That is fantastic.
Well, that came from Phil, actually.
Did it
Phil's-
really?
Yeah, Phil's been calling her that, so I just started calling her that.
Oh, okay. All right. I like that.
It's kind of like with my dad. If his word of frustration is balls.
His balls.
So
Balls.
If he's
Okay.
balls. Yeah.
Oh, you're right. It's like, because I just started getting into him after, because there's a lot of people that do these things out there, and I tend to gravitate towards ones or channels rather that you guys suggest or that you guys follow.
Mhm.
You know, you guys were my first spicy friends. Like you and Katie were the only ones that would even talk to me at first, which was really cool. But then, you know, you specifically have to endure my daily Instagram,
Oh, and that's fine.
whatever. But it is nice to reach out. I try not to bother everybody all the time because I know everybody's got their own thing going on. But again, I hate to keep talking here, but I'm going to for a second. I do very much enjoy the camaraderie that is among the chili heads and the people that watch this stuff. Because if you had told me like 6 years ago that there would be an audience for people watching a fat guy eating hot stuff and like putting himself in pan, I'd been like, you're ridiculous. It's like it just didn't make sense to me, but then I got it. And then not only that fact, but with the fact that I think that a COVID and working in food the whole time, the butcher shop I worked at never closed. You really got to see the human dynamic shift towards the negative, and COVID really brought out the worst in people. And I think to a certain extent, the greediest in people, not everybody, but for, you know, if you see my channel, you know, one of my outer lines is like, I try to promote positivity and for everybody to go out there and do something good for each other. And that was tough to do from like last March until, you know, it's starting to get a little better. But the one crew that always was super nice and super supportive and super sweet the whole time was the Chili Heads. So I love you guys. Joe, you're an inspiration to myself. I know it sounds stupid and schmaltzy, but you really are. Katie, and I can't forget freaking LA Beast, because if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't have started doing any of this stuff.
Oh, you did you start out because of him, or
Yes, yeah, the very first LA Beast video I saw was him drinking the 30-year-old Ecto Cooler or whatever, and then reversing, and I was like, I like this guy. And then it led me to, I think it was like the Atomic Noodle Challenge, and then that's funny, Luther, because I want to work on a Lonely Fans page. So nobody would want to see me naked except for lonely ass people. So I'm saying I'm no walk in the park. So,
that's funny.
yeah, but LA Beast is phenomenal. Then I met Katie through that, and I was very trepidatious as to reaching out to her because that's a YouTuber. In my head, I'm like, I'm a nobody. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I'm like, reaching out to somebody who's got like a bunch more subs than I do, and is very more proficient in doing this kind of thing. And then I met you. I had the awesome opportunity to meet you, and I met Neil, and you guys are just amazing people. You guys are awesome. I'll stop now, but
this just me being me.
Me too. Like it or lump it. This is what you see is what you get.
Right. Yeah. No, it's I just started doing that, and I just started following other people. I don't know if they still have it. Animal Planet's pit boss, Shorty, that had all the little people in it.
Oh,
I met Shorty.
Did you really?
Yeah, I met him at Cigar Fest in Pennsylvania, actually.
Whereabouts in Pennsylvania?
Bethlehem, just north of Bethlehem.
Been to Bethlehem.
Yeah, I actually got a friend of mine.
Small town.
What's that?
Small town.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's. I grew up in a smaller town, but
where are you? Where are you from initially?
Abbott Village, Maine.
Oh, you're from Maine?
Yeah.
How'd you end up on the West Coast? Or I'm sorry, from my perspective, the West Coast.
Right. My boss introduced me to who is now my wife.
That's awesome.
And
that's really awesome.
She already had. I moved out here to be with her, and been here for just a little bit over 5 years now. Actually.
Good for you.
Yeah.
Luther, don't worry. I will not send you the Lonely Fans page because honestly, I walk by myself in the middle of the night going by the bathroom. I'm like, oh my God, a troll. And I'm like, oh, it's me. Oh. It ain't easy. It ain't easy.
Did you get the? Did you get that? That camera mount for your?
I did not. I've had some health issues recently. I know I was kind of talking to you about it. That got a little expensive. And I'm a schmud. I live paycheck to paycheck. So basically I have to budget, because adulting sucks, but I have to budget every week. So the camera mount will be coming. I have one. It's an 11.2 ABV beer that I've been sitting on to do a shower beer review for. That was a donation from my buddy Spencer that I really want to. But just work has been really crazy, and just I've had a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah.
And just, a ton of excuses why I can't get to YouTubing. And again, I meant to post a couple things back in October before it ended. But I just got caught up in a bunch of stuff. So this is actually my first online stuff since then. Wait, Luther grew up in a small farm town of 3,000 people.
That's still 10 times bigger than is that 10? Yeah, take off a 0. Yeah.
That's great. Hey, Jay Sarge. What's up, Jay Sarge? I'm seeing a lot of familiar names here. I'm liking this.
Yeah. I've popped over and commented on a couple of your posts and Katie's posts, and
yes,
come over, and Jay Sarge and Denise.
Yeah, I think the initial I got a boom from Katie and I's Peanut Brutal Challenge, actually, which was huge. I was stuck at like 75 subs for like years, I want to say. And then finally my buddy blasted my channel on one of his things, and I got up to, I think, like 200 subs.
Yeah.
And then slowly but surely I've been working from there. But Katie, I got a bunch through them. And it's just, and again, hearkening back to how supportive the community is, man. Like people are so awesome. People are awesome. I really appreciate everybody that watches, and I appreciate you guys for doing what you do. Because if you guys didn't do what you did, I wouldn't know you guys. And I think that I would be a little remiss were that the case.
It's nice to actually meet the people that you talk to.
It is.
And actually, that peanut brutal challenge was the first time I'd ever heard someone mention my name on a video. Because
you were you were a nice guy, and I'm like, and then Lone Star. Thank you, Lone Star. We shall.
Thanks, Lone Star, for coming in. I was just
sorry. I forget I'm on your channel. I'm stealing all the. See, this is why you can't get me going. This is terrible.
Yeah, I just wanted to play around a little bit before I had to get my thing. But yeah, no, that was the first time I'd ever heard my name, and I was the third person to eat that peanut brittle challenge.
Yeah, didn't you do 2 of them?
Phil did.
Oh, Phil did 2 of them.
I still have one sitting over there.
Well, you have a backlog to go through, I believe. You got a bunch of stuff you're sitting on.
I'm doing this. I mean, look at the color of this sauce.
Oh my! What is that, like a relish?
It looks like a relish, but no, it's
like a mash. What is that? Swamp sauce?
Yeah, it's
okay.
Focus. It's not focusing.
That's okay.
It's the 2020 limited edition Halloween Reserve from
that's cool.
Alive at Night and Hurtbury Farm.
Okay. Wow. That's awesome. See, and that's the other thing too, is I'm learning about all these other different things that are out there. Actually, I watched because I fell down a rabbit hole last night with this stuff on YouTube, which is very easy to do. And I ended up watching Neil's video on the California Pepper Farm or something, their gummy bear, which was like not your regulation size gummy bear. It was a big one. And Luther was hurting from that, and I'm like, oh, I kind of want to try that now.
Yes.
But there's so many different companies like Old Agnes and all the like the candy companies you guys go through. Which is you guys are a veritable wealth of information. Inferno Candy Company. There we go. Little shameless plug. For shamelessly plugging stuff. I'm just saying. Oh, that's Primal, your local butcher. I'm sorry, I had to stretch. Was that weird?
That's all right. Yeah, no, it's Inferno Candy Company just came out with a new challenge, actually.
Go on.
It is 3 skulls, little chocolate skulls that are filled with their own hybrid pepper and jam. So I sent you that. Yeah, I sent you that.
Yeah.
But it's. I was like, oh, well, maybe someone will like it.
I don't actually, because nobody, like I said, the only person I met, actually maybe he would be down with it. I don't know. I'll have to ask him.
Yeah, it says one's a challenge, but it's a three of them. So it's going to be an interesting one.
Are you doing that soon?
It's got to get here first. They just released it the other day.
All I'm hearing is excuses, brother. I'm just playing. I'm only
post office.
I want to try the Hell Puffs. Those look really good.
They taste great.
See, that's the one thing that I hated about the one chip challenge. It was very.
The one chip is nasty.
Yeah, it was. I'm like I get the hot, but there was no
flavor.
It
was all the Szechuan pepper.
The Szechuan peppercorn or whatever it was. Yep. I'm like, you could taste the Reaper in there.
But
excuse me, but it was like,
no, it's the extract. But the with the Hell Puff challenge, you actually do get the cheese flavor, and the blue cheese flavor actually comes through really nice on them. But they are healthy.
I'll probably end up picking up some of those. But it was funny because I saw Katie's picture on Instagram of her plate. Thank you, Denise. Thank you. That's very sweet of you. Thank you so much. That's very nice of you. And that's the stuff that I'm talking about. That's the kind of coolness that I'm talking about. I freaking love you guys. But I'm sorry, but I digress. I saw, Katie's picture of the empty plate with like the dust on it. I reached out to her and I was like, oh yeah, I was like, heard it was another bathtub Katie night. Like that always means it's a good video. So
has she released that yet?
No, that's coming out Saturday. That should be out Saturday on Beyond Seattle East's channel. Since we're just name dropping here.
Right.
So I gotta ask, so it's gotta be tough in Colorado or maybe it's not, maybe I'm just not very good at this, but to grow your own peppers. I mean, I feel like that would have to be very seasonal. And you, from pictures I've seen and stuff you do, you have they're right behind you. I'm an idiot.
Well, no, there's only 2 right there. I actually have 10 in my garage right now. 10 plants.
Oh, okay. So there's ways around it.
Yeah, but where we live now, our growing season starts in April.
Okay.
Between March and April, but it doesn't end until the end of October, first couple weeks in November.
Oh wow! Oh, okay.
just,
so you have a bigger window of opportunity than I had first.
Very long window.
I've never been anywhere West Coast, like East Coast. I've been everywhere.
I'm on the other side of the Continental Divide too, so I'm on the
okay.
And so we actually live in a high desert plains.
Oh wow!
I actually have to get covers, sunshades for my plants next year.
Oh, okay.
The sun is so brutal here that it actually makes the leaves, when I first put them out, they're 3-4 inches wide. Within the first month, all of those leaves will drop off, and all the leaves will then be that big.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah.
That's so cool. My brother is actually, like I told you, he'll be coming up for Thanksgiving, and he is bringing a friend of the family's down there, grows their own Reaper peppers and has their own line of stuff, which I'm trying to get him to bring some stuff up with him so I can send it to you.
Oh.
So, Luther's got 27 plants. I'm not surprised. Neil, I was watching the tincture video. I'm sorry, I'm going to go back to this for just a second. I'm watching the video. Dude's like, okay. He's like, we're going to make some stuff. And he busts out this big Ziploc bag full of peppers like it's nothing. He's like, oh, dumps them in the thing. I'm like, my God, man.
All dehydrated.
Yeah. I'm like, that's insane.
Yeah.
But I'll definitely keep you posted on that, Joey, whether or not he brings anything up. And then if he does, I'll obviously send you stuff out.
I had 23 plants this year outside.
I have none, but he's going to be bringing seeds with him, I think. So my buddy who grows
that's another thing I'm expecting
plants
too.
Will be growing. Ding! You live in Colorado. Who cares? It's legal there. So a buddy of mine who grows is like, yeah, man. He's like, if you want me to grow your Reapers for you, I will. So I'm like, okay. I'll take pity all day.
Perfect. Yeah.
That's how I get dates.
Yeah, I should be getting. I actually have an order from Jimmy coming.
Oh yes.
Let's see. It's supposed to be here Monday. So I'm getting Primatalis, Death Nagelas,
okay,
Bleeding Jigsaws, and 7-pot Primos.
All right, I'm only familiar with the 7-pot Primos, but I as well on Monday will be getting a care package from a certain individual. Luther the Great, because he's freaking awesome. Sorry, I don't know what happened there.
Sorry, Mr. Egg Cake.
Ooh. If I had a hat on, I'd tip it. That's too bad. I'm sorry to hear that.
If Luther could probably, or Neil can probably correct me, but the Prima Tali, I believe, is a cross of the 7-pot and the Reaper.
Oh, sounds hot.
Yeah, yeah, and it's got quite the pretty tail to them. It's the tail.
Yeah, the little wiener thing sticking out of it at the end. Yeah.
Yeah, it's supposed to be, they can get 1 to 2 inches long for this, just the stinger.
So I gotta ask, is the wrinklier? This is gonna sound weird. The wrinklier the pod on the Reapers, does that have any connection to how hot it is, or is that just an aesthetical thing?
It's an aesthetic.
It's an aesthetic. Okay.
Generally, when it comes to any pepper pod, the more gnarly it looks, generally it's going to be a hot pod.
Oh, okay. Okay, that's fair. My buddy donated a few to me back, a few weeks ago, and they were all pretty gnarly looking. I think I posted a couple of the pictures up on my Instagram, and I actually ate one on the Denise D Nice. Apologies. Shared that video, which was super nice of her. But that was so. There's definitely a difference between eating a fresh pod and like eating something prefabricated. Say like the Little Nitro, which I was super bummed wasn't on the League of Fire, because there's like a couple ones that I did on League of Fire that aren't on there that I've done and would have liked to have gotten like at least a little bit of love for. The Choco Challenge, I think 2019 was not on there. Said no woman ever. So that's really awesome. Thank you, D-Nice. Appreciate that.
Lonelypeople.com
lonelyfans.com / your buttery voiced host. It was either hot stuff or doing movie voices.
Movie voices.
In a world where you eat too much hot stuff, your guts will be burning. But that's cool to know. And it's funny, I don't even bother looking stuff up now about peppers. I just ask one of you fine individuals. And you guys are always patient with my ignorance, so to speak.
It's not ignorance.
Or my greenitude. We'll say my greenitude.
Yeah. So it looks like you have an extra surprise coming.
All right, yeah. What's it say? I put a peach-looking pepper in my box. Sounds painful. Just eat it all at once. It's just a bell pepper. Fair enough. I will absolutely, Neil. And if you didn't see one of the most exciting videos on my channel, if not the most exciting video, was my buddy Joey facing a mild bell pepper. It was a goof basically. But he got so many people texting him that's like, dude, it's a bell pepper, and like, what were you expecting? And he's like, yeah, no, that's the joke. It's like, oh, okay. But he's a good guy, and it's everybody's been super cool, and again, like Luther doing that. Neil, you didn't have to do that, brother. I very much appreciate that, and you guys are still sitting here listening to me drone on and on and on and chill with Joe. So, you guys are amazing. Thank you guys so much for every opportunity you've given me. There you go. I don't have do I have a brush? That's all the way over there.
This is a wooden one from the Beard Struggle.
Oh, no, I got one with... All right, now I'm going to have to bust it out because I'm super proud of it. Hold on. God damn it. So we got the wood brush here with I have two kinds of hairs on this. There's the super soft one like this. Another one with the finer bristles. I like to call this, I was never able to grow a beard before the pandemic, so I call this my Fisher Price, my first beard. And I'm just kind of letting it go. And since I work in food, my viewpoint on it is if I have to wear a mask at work, I'm going to keep letting it grow.
Yep.
Because why not?
So you start looking like a 70s underwear commercial.
That's right. I'd be the stain on the 70s underwear commercial. They'd be like, oh, no.
Hair coming out everywhere.
Yeah. Yeah, apparently razors weren't around then, or just
No.
grooming was different. I don't know.
No.
It's simpler
Grooming was way
times.
different.
Simpler times. That's awesome. So what do you got going on the rest of the evening, Mr. Joe? I know it's what are you, like 3 hours behind me?
Yeah, it's only 2:00 here.
Right on.
Yeah.
Oh, it's only 2? Oh yeah, it's
yeah.
like 4 here. So you're only like 2 hours behind. That's cool.
Yeah.
That's interesting actually.
Yeah, I'm on Mountain Time.
Yeah, I'm learning time zones now too, because you know, screw
think
paying attention in school. You just have friends in other states, and you'll figure out what time it is. There you go.
Pacific Time is like 2 hours away. A 2-hour drive
Oh wow, okay.
into Utah. So I'm actually closer to Moab, Utah than I am Denver.
Oh wow, okay.
So it's Moab, Utah.
That's crazy.
It's only an hour and a half, but Denver's 4.5 hours.
You know what's funny is from my house, I'm closer to Canada than I am to Buffalo, New York. Yeah, by
Right.
like a good hour and some change. I'm like, huh, okay. And I don't. Thank you, Denise. D-Nice. I think that was from me.
Yes, it was.
Well, it was.
Your movie voice.
Well, thank you. Oh man. So Joe, what are you thinking for the wings? Do you want to do something? I can get wings tomorrow. I don't have a smoker. I got an air fryer.
Well, that's just how I prefer mine cooked.
I would too,
Since
but
I have,
you know, poor lazy,
have
you know.
technically I've got 2 smokers. I've got the pit barrel.
Okay.
Before Brinkman went out of business, I bought their Kamado. So
Get
it's
out of here.
a ceramic egg. Yep.
All right, so you're fancy. I can't even mess with you, bro. I have a Corsair air fryer downstairs.
That works.
It works for me. And I got a Weber grill outside.
I want to get a
Charcoal, not
Weber.
propane. I'm not a friggin' heathen.
I want to get a
Wood
Weber
chunks.
grill.
Wood chunks. Sorry, not charcoal.
I use lump.
Use the like the cowboy stuff, like
Yep.
the lump. Oh, that stuff is phenomenal.
Yeah, I use,
Phenomenal.
in fact, actually, that's the brand I have. There's the Cowboy lump. But
That's
it's
my favorite. And the worst part is when you get out of grilling season here in upstate New York, like
no such thing.
yeah, it's nowhere to be found. It's like, huh?
No, there's no such thing as no grilling season.
Oh,
No, even when I lived in Vermont, when I
where
first
in
got
Vermont? I lived in Essex Junction, right outside of Burlington.
Wilder,
Where's that?
White River Junction.
Oh, get out of here!
I actually still work for that VA hospital.
Do you really?
Yeah, I just do. I don't,
Oh, and again, thank you for your service, sir. And,
Everything's-
and I know I wish you a happy Veterans Day on Wednesday, but happy belated Veterans Day. Thank you so much for your service, and anybody else that is a service person out there.
yeah, it's I was there I was in that area from 2001 to 2015.
Wow,
So I was there for 14 years.
good on you, man. Talk about some winters, huh?
Oh yeah. Well, growing up in Maine, I mean, come on now.
I lived when I was a kid. I lived in Saranac Lake for a long time, New York, which is damn close to the Canadian border, and very small town.
Yeah.
Brutal winters.
Oh yeah. Yeah. In Maine, I mean, it was not uncommon growing up to see with the wind chill -30.
Yeah, yeah, and that sucks too.
Yeah, it's not.
It's not fun. It's as much fun as it sounds, you know.
Right. So yeah, no, it's kind of like weather like you hear. I mean, it got down to like 29 degrees last night,
Okay.
but apparently in the last use, it's clear and sunny. But I promise none of this matters. It's 48 degrees right now
It is. Let's see here
And- and sunny.
in yeah, it's sunny. It's raining here, man. Upstate New York is something else. 41 here right now.
Yeah.
It was nice because like the past week was in like the mid 60s, so that was dope. But you know, if you're from upstate New York or anywhere in this region, as you know, Joey, it's fleeting and a fluke.
Yeah.
So you know, once
Indian summer.
Yeah, exactly. And once fall finally reared its ugly head, I think it was yesterday was the first day, and I was just kind of like, oh,
Yeah.
right. This is how it works, huh?
Yeah. Well, the thing with out here too is if you want grass, you have to water it.
Yeah,
Every house has sprinkler systems.
that's crazy. We just let the rain do it for us. Or,
Yeah.
you know, whatever.
Yeah.
But
If
and
you-
no, I mean, I guess that makes sense now that I know kind of like where you live. I guess that would kind of make sense that everybody would need to have a sprinkler system or some sort of
Even around-
hydrating something for the
even
grass.
around Denver. If you don't water your grass, it'll die.
Really?
Yep.
That's crazy, man.
And if you live in a housing area, like not like a just a bunch of houses living together, you can actually get a fine for that.
Can you really?
They
For
can-
not having one?
for having dead ugly looking grass. Yes.
Wow. Oh, so like a homeowners association type of
that's
deal.
what it is. Yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah. I hear you there. That's
Yeah.
crazy, man.
We have one here where we live now, but they're so relaxed. They're still building houses in our area neighborhood.
Oh, wow.
So, but there's only so much you can build here because it's mountain cliffs on each side. So it's, and there's no building above 2 stories here.
Really?
3.
Above 2 stories?
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah. Maybe 3 stories at the most.
That's crazy. That must have, when you first got out there, that must have been like crazy culture shock, right?
The first time I ever had culture shock is when I went to basic training in Kentucky.
That would be when I first moved from Essex Junction to right outside of Nowlands,
Right.
Louisiana. I was like, oh, there's a whole different world down here.
Yeah. I'd
Food was phenomenal, though.
oh yeah. But I'd never had any. I'm trying to say this correctly. There was no Hispanic, no African Americans.
There was no diversity.
There was no diversity at all.
Fair enough. That sounds like a very boring and homogenized society to me.
Well, it wasn't really boring, but yeah.
Fair enough.
Right. Yeah, I think I had one classmate. His name was Nigel. And he moved up there. I can't remember if he was in grade school when they moved up. But yeah. Oh, Todd's here.
Yeah, you got people loving on you, brother. Cheers.
Yeah, no, in fact, actually going to basic training was my first plane ride too.
Was it really?
Yeah.
Oh man, you must have been just like, I'm gonna do it, shit in your pants left and right, bro. Like it's like, oh my god, what am I getting into?
Right.
Where am I going? Now you were Army?
Yeah.
My brother was 3rd ID. He was a CHOG. He went to oh man, where was he? He was like Fort Stewart
Yeah, it sounds right.
and
Fourth
another
idea.
play. But then we're also going back like 21 years too. So
Right.
I can't remember what I had for breakfast yesterday. So cut me some slack.
Right. Yeah, well, I know fourth idea is in Fort Hood with first Cav, and third COSCOM. But I'm not sure about. I'm not sure about any other ones because I was only in Fort Hood.
were you nervous going into the service?
No, I didn't want to be there. You know how they show you might be able to see them now where going into basic training you have to run up and do 10 push-ups.
Sure.
I didn't want to do a big war yell to get there. Well, I went and started doing.
Anybody recording this? Can we get another one of that out of you, Joe?
And I didn't want to be. I didn't want to be there, but I wasn't going to quit. so
Good for you. Good for you, man. That's awesome.
so
That's really awesome.
yeah. So that was That was just a big culture shock. That entire.
Now you also do your own mead and
And
beer.
beer.
I believe that is one of the first conversations we had with
Yep.
each other
I
on my
knew-
mead chugging because I had no idea how to drink mead. I just drank the whole goddamn thing because sure.
Well, you drink it how you want to drink it.
I did. But let me tell you something. 5 minutes after I cut that camera off, I was in pretty bad shape. I'm not going to lie because I'd had a few before that.
Yep.
And then did that and was like, oh. Huh. Whoops.
Yep. Oh, yeah.
Near Toronto. Oof.
Back in the snowing. Yeah.
Oh, I can imagine. Yeah. Holy mackerel.
Yeah, I went when I graduated in Kentucky. It was cold, and flew to Dallas. So we got off the plane wearing jackets and everything like that because figured it'd be cold.
Sure. Nope.
Nope.
Nope. Complete opposite from that. You're like, ah.
Yeah, this is gonna.
Get it off me. Get it off. Ah.
But yeah, no. It's,
Oh, that's
yeah.
fantastic.
So yeah, I actually have. I think I have another elderberry. Is that a mead or a wine? I'm gonna have to look. I call it the Taunting Knight
Okay.
from Monty Python and the Search for the Holy Grail.
Oh, no, I get it. I love it. I love it. I was just like, I'm like, okay, you got me. And of course, I accept donations.
Your mother was a hamster and your father smelled of elderberries.
Me and my buddy Spencer were doing the Dominus Requiem the other day at work, and like nobody got it, and I'm like, it's Monty Python on the Holy Grail, you uncultured swine. No, but
Right?
what can you do? British humor is not for everybody. I'll give it that. That's crazy.
Phil's requesting something.
Okay, fair enough.
All right. I got to do keep it spicy thing for him. So, all right. It's 2:00. I got to go get stuff prepped.
No worries, Joe. Thank you so much for having me on and let me drone on for so long.
Oh yeah, no, not a
I
problem.
appreciate it very, very much, and thank you everybody for allowing me on and responding. And you guys
Right.
are so awesome.
So I'm gonna go ahead and get that ready. Thanks guys for coming on and shooting around. And check out Half TV's channel. D Nice.
Thanks, buddy.
210.
Little shameless plug and why not?
Right.
And everybody watching, go check out Joe's channel because Joe's channel, we're not already there.
Already here.
Joe, I'll get at you soon, brother. Thank you so much for the opportunity. I
Indeed.
want to thank everybody out there. Thank you guys so much, and I love you guys as my non-family, my family non-family. But you guys are awesome, and I'm awkward. Joey, I'll get at you soon, buddy. Thank you guys so much, and thank you, Joe, very much for having me on, buddy.
Indeed.
I'll talk to you soon, my brother.
Yeah.